Hello guys, welcome to today's video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Erica, and if you're not new, welcome back. So today we're going to be unboxing some plant mail. If you watched my video a couple weeks ago, I had a birthday plant mail haul and I ended up getting an Anthurium and it just wasn't what I expected, so I was a little disappointed. There was nothing wrong with the plant or anything, it just wasn't what I expected. And I've ordered from that shop plenty of times and had plenty of great experiences, so nothing but love for them. So I decided that I was going to order something else to kind of make up for it. So this package just arrived today, so I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys what I got. I'm hoping that this plant mail goes a lot better, but I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. If I open it and I don't like it, I'll just have to let you know. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, I'm so nervous. I'm really nervous. I just want to have a good experience. And I kind of spent a lot of money on this package and ended up buying 3 plants instead of just one, just because I ended up seeing a couple that I really liked. So let's go ahead and get this guy opened and see what I got. And this package is one of my usual shops, which is Yucca Genera, and I will put that shop name down below because I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the word right, but they get a lot of import plants and Anthuriums and lots of really nice philodendrons, so I have got a lot of plants from them. I really love that shop. Hoping that this goes well. I'm so nervous. I just don't like being negative. I try to be a positive person in general, so I hate being negative. So if it's like I don't like it, it's like I can't pretend that I like it. But I also hate having to share that experience with you guys. But I spend a lot of money on these plant purchases and I just really like sharing with everyone what I got. So it just comes with the territory, I guess. They're very secured in here. I'm just cutting some tape because it's taped to the package. And there was insulation in there. This is what the inside looks like. So let's go ahead and get to the first one. Ooh, they're a little wet. That makes me nervous. I'm just all around nervous today. All right, so here is the first one. Let's see what we got. All right, so this one is Anthurium Beautiful Wonder. Isn't that new emergent leaf pretty? I'm not too sure about this one. I actually won this one in an auction. It was kind of just an add-on plant, but it's really cute. It has a little bit of new growth coming in. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's got a little bit of new growth coming in. A little wet, but otherwise looks really good. And let's go ahead and take a look at the second one. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get the second one opened. And this is what the packaging looks like. They're kind of wrapped in paper and then taped up. And I don't really prefer this method just because I have a tendency to cut through it with my box cutter because I can't really rip it. And I'm always nervous that I'm going to cut a leaf. So I just have to end up going very, very, very slowly when I open these. Usually down at the bottom, you can kind of cut into it a little better. Hopefully my phone's still recording. I'm having the issue with my storage again, guys. Yesterday I was filming and it kept running out of storage, so I had to keep going in and deleting stuff. I'm hoping one day I can get a nice camera so I don't have to worry about recording on my phone, but it's working pretty good for now. So this one has floof on it, and this is going to be the Anthurium Thessiae AFF. This is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the sheen on there. It has like a velvety sheen. It is working on a second leaf there. This one is just really gorgeous, guys. I'm so much happier with this plant. Just this plant alone makes me feel a lot better. I just don't really know what I'm looking for when I buy Anthuriums, so that's the problem, is I'm still learning. So I can't really get too upset when I just don't really know what I'm ordering, and I have a lot to learn. So here is the second one. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll go ahead and unbox the last plant. Okay, you guys, so this is the reason I did this order. This is the plant I saw that I was like, this is gonna make up for the red crystal that I unboxed on my birthday plant haul. This was the one where I was like, okay, this is gorgeous. I must have it. So I really hope that it is as beautiful in person as it was when I bid on it. I ordered this last Friday. So I did this order last Friday, and then it just came today, so it's Thursday. So, okay. We got some more paper towels on here and some floof. So let's go ahead in with the big reveal. Hey guys, I had to take a break because my phone needed me to update the storage real quick. But this one is so pretty. This is an Anthurium papillinum times crystallinum inverse crossing. So this leaf, it looked kind of bronzy in the picture. It's kind of hardened off a little since I bid on it about a week ago. Here is its biggest leaf, and it's got a little red emergent leaf. Isn't that cute? But this leaf just really sold me on this one. I thought it was really pretty, and I've been looking for a papillinum cross, and I saw this and just thought that it was absolutely gorgeous. I think I'm happy with this plant, Mel. I really like this one better than that red crystallinum I got. All the leaves are in really good shape, and this one is probably my favorite, this Thessiae. Make sure you look around before bidding on plants, guys, and also if you're new to Anthuriums, make sure you kind of learn what each cross is. I think what I was looking for in that birthday plant, Mel, when I thought it was a red crystal, I think what I was looking for was more like a Doc Black Michelle, which I should have known for $50 that those run a little bit higher. But after spending the week looking at different Anthuriums and being on Palm Street and watching different lives, that's kind of what I'm learning is I think I was expecting that to be a Doc Block, and it just wasn't. So again, nothing against that seller. That's my bad for not knowing what I was bidding on. So just know what you're bidding on beforehand. And this one, like I said, this one was kind of just one I randomly bid on just because I had already paid for shipping, and I was just watching and seeing, trying to find some more Anthuriums, and I just saw this little guy and he wasn't going for very much, so I just added him on. Let me know if you've heard of this one. It is Anthurium Beautiful Wonder. I'll put the cross below. I think it's a cross of two different Anthuriums, but one of them looked kind of strange, so I don't know if it's going to be the cutest. I might end up getting rid of this guy. I don't know yet. I guess we'll see, but I might end up getting rid of him. Let me know out of these two which one is your favorite. Just let me know if you have any Anthurium recommendations or which Anthuriums are your favorite. I am trying to build my collection, and I'm in the process of working on transforming one of my IKEA Rudsta cabinets into an Anthurium cabinet. And if you like the shirt I'm wearing today, be sure to check it out in my shop. I make it myself and I can do it in a different color if you'd like. This one is in the color black, but I'm also thinking of adding it in pink and probably green. So if you're interested in that, I will put my Etsy shop right here, and it's just Earthy Oasis Plant Shop. And I will be adding these to the shop this week. Oh yeah, these are going to be made to order. So if you're interested, just be sure to give me a few days to get it made for you. If you're interested in that, be sure to check that out in my shop. And I think that is it for this plant mail unboxing. And we'll go ahead and get you to the next video. I will see you guys soon. All right, guys. So I wanted to pop into the IKEA cabinet and give you a little update on my Pink Princesses. So I bought a pot with 2 plants inside of it from Lowe's a couple weeks ago. So I wanted to do an experiment and see how each one grows in different substrates. So I'm doing one over here in pond, and the other one is in a chunky soil mix. So the one in pond seems to be a little bit sturdier. The leaves look a little more perky on it. It hasn't put out any new growth yet. It looks like it could be working on a new leaf right here though. But yeah, it just looks a little perky, but so far it's doing good. It hasn't put out any yellow leaves or anything. So over here we have the Pink Princess in the chunky soil mix. So this one over here looks a little bit droopier. It just doesn't look as perky if you can kind of compare them. You see how this leaf is like perked up? This one's all droopy, and the soil is wet, so it doesn't need to be watered. It might just be shocking a little bit from the transition, but it is still working. If I can get the camera to focus. It is still working on its new leaf. So far, they both seem to be doing okay. This one did put out a yellow leaf that I did have to take off. So I'm not sure if this one's going to be doing as good. I think as of right now, I can say that the one that is in the pond is actually growing a little bit better. So I will keep you guys updated. I just wanted to pop on here really quick and just share the little update just in case you watched that video. And if you haven't watched that video yet, I will go ahead and link it below. So let me know what you guys think, and also take your guesses on which plant is going to end up thriving. Do you think the one in pond's going to end up doing better, or the one in soil? Hello guys, welcome to part 2 of today's video. So since this is an Anthurium video, I thought it would be fun if I took you along while I redid this IKEA Rudsta cabinet behind me. I have been steadily growing my collection for the past month or so now, so I need a space exclusively for my Anthurium collection. So I decided that I would move stuff around and clear this cabinet out so we can go ahead and put all my Anthuriums into one space. I'm not sure how long they're going to last in there because I know that Anthuriums do size up quite a bit. As this guy right here, he's been in my IKEA cabinet since the start, when he just had these few little leaves down at the bottom, and he just put out this new leaf and it is massive. So I'm not sure how many of these we're going to be able to fit in here. So we'll just see how everything turns out once we get it all put together. But if you're interested in seeing how I set up this cabinet, just keep watching. You guys can see okay, I went ahead and grabbed some all-purpose cleaner and a microfiber cloth, and we're just going to go ahead and wipe out the cabinet, just get all the dirt and everything out. I'm just wiping down the surfaces of the metal parts inside the cabinet here, and also wiping down these couple of shelves that are still in here. I'm just going to wipe down the bottom. All right, so I'm gonna be sealing up the gaps around the door using this silicone strip. And I got this from Amazon, and I will put the link below for the size and everything of this so you guys know in case you want to use it. But I got it in the color black. The picture is white, but it is black. So I'll go ahead and get this opened and kind of show you what it looks like. So here is what it looks like. It has instructions in here and adhesion wipes. So you're going to have, these are probably like alcohol wipes for cleaning off the inside surface. So yeah, it just has the instructions in here. You got to make sure that the surface is clean and dry. Put on disposable gloves and open the adhesive promoter and wipe it in the installation location. So let's go ahead and get started on this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start installing the stripping over here in the corner. I'll flip you guys around so you can see, that way it's easier. I might just have to hold my phone and show you guys after I do it because I think I'm going to be blocking the camera, but I'll try to record what I can. Let me go ahead. All right, I decided to go ahead and flip you guys around so I can show you here in the corner of this door. I went in ahead and installed that first strip, and I'm kind of leaving a gap where these little plastic anchors for the glass shelves go. That way they can fit back in here, just in case I want to end up putting them back in. So this is kind of a little bit of a tight squeeze here. It doesn't really close all the way. You got to kind of push it to close. So I'm not sure if this size is the best, but this was one of the smallest sizes it came in. So I might end up having to replace that. I'll just see how it works and if we can just make this work somehow. It does close still, so just something to keep in mind. So let's go ahead and start adding the lights and the shelf. These are Barina T5 lights, and they came in a set of 2. I already have the first one hanging up, but they're 2 feet in length. I also am going to be using the smaller 1-foot T5s as well, and I'm going to connect them with a connector cord. So I'll show you how I get these set up. All right, so my husband used one of the hole saws to drill this hole in it in the back of the IKEA cabinet here at the top, and I believe that is a 2-inch hole. So what I did is I threaded the power cord through here and hooked up this first light. Let me turn it off so you guys can see. But I went ahead and installed this first light, and it is magnetic, so it just attaches right up at the top. I went ahead and added an extender cord, and now I'm going to add in some shelves. Okay guys, so what I bought are these magnetic fridge, like I think they're like spice racks, and I think the width is like 2.5 inches. I'll put the exact dimensions below because I don't really know them offhand, but they are a little smaller. They're not going to hold anything large in them, but they will hold some of my smaller anthuriums. So I'm going to go ahead and stick 2 of these over here along the bottom. I also added some magnetic strips along the bottom of the shelves, and I'm just going to attach the second Barina light along the bottom of that shelf. So I'm going to use the cord and go ahead and just, looks like that side might need another clip. So here are the magnetic little stickers that I attached to the bottom of that shelf, and I'm just going to put it right here and then just stick it up there like so. And now I have the second light in. So from there, I'm going to go ahead and add in another light, and this is just a 1-foot light, and I'm going to attach that to the 2-foot light and clip it to probably another one of these magnetic shelves. So I went ahead and put the magnetic clips onto the bottom of this shelf, and I'm going to go ahead and stick that on there and run this extender cord and attach this 1-foot light underneath that shelf. And for this cabinet, I'm just going to be hanging a little desk fan, and I got this from Amazon. It has backup battery powers, but you just push the button and it comes on like this. And I have a couple magnetic hooks here that look like this that I will put in the description, and I'm just going to hang it to the top of the cabinet. So I bought these little, I think they're like kitchen organizers. They're little black organizers. I'll put the info below, but I bought these to kind of put the seedlings in. That way they're like in little trays with water, so they can take in water when they need to. But these smaller ones, I'm going to go ahead and set inside the top shelf. Just like that. So they should they're a little bit closer to the light, so that should be good for them. And I think I'm going to set another little tray. And this isn't an Anthurium, this is actually a Alocasia laterbachia, but I'm just going to set that in here for now. I'm going to have to find a spot for it. So let me just go ahead and put that in there for now. Here is my little baker eye. Figure out how we're going to arrange my bigger plants. I'm going to go ahead and use these bigger magnetic shelves. They're a little bit wider. I think they are 4.5 inches across, but I'll go ahead and add the dimensions below once I double check that for you. And I'll put the information for these in the description as well. All right, guys, so I went ahead and played around with everything in here and kind of played around with the shelves. It's kind of seeming like it's not going to work for too long, but it works for right now. These bigger Anthuriums, I have no idea what I'm going to do with. But I ended up not being able to add in my prop box here at the bottom. I might move things around again, but I'll probably just do it off camera and wait till I get in the rest of my Anthuriums. So I'll let you guys know. I did put one of these little thermometers in the cabinet as well, and that will help me know what the humidity is. These aren't magnetic, I don't think. Yeah, these aren't magnetic or anything, so I'm just going to set it in there. That way I can keep an eye on the temperature and the humidity. I forgot the name of the company, but I'll put it below. But they make custom acrylic shelves for IKEA cabinets. So I may be ordering a couple of those to see if I can create a little more space for some bigger plants. But for now, I think this is going to work out okay. So I will keep you guys updated when I do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get you guys flipped around and give you a final look at the cabinet. I did order some custom handles, so I want to show you what those look like and what the whole setup looks like completed. If you have any questions about anything I used today or have any recommendations for products, please let me know in the comments, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, guys, so here is a look at the final setup. I went ahead and moved the larger magnetic shelves to the top and added some medium-sized plants. In the middle, I put more of the smaller plants. That way they could be closer to the light. I have the 1-foot light on the bottom, and then the 2-foot light is there in the middle. And I put all the larger plants along the bottom of the cabinet. I still may order some shelving just so I can have more room in here, but let me flip you guys around so I can show you these super cute handles that I had ordered from Etsy. I had to turn off the lights to show you guys the handles, but these are the custom handles that I had ordered. And this is from an Etsy shop called Wild Ass Prince. And I just love them. I think they're so cute. Try to back up so you can see. Isn't that just really cute? I love it. So yeah, if you're interested in checking out that shop, I will link it in the description. But thank you so much for watching today, guys. Again, if you have any questions on anything I used for today's cabinet makeover, just leave them below in the comments. Next week, I will have a few unboxing videos to film for you guys, so be on the lookout for that video next week. And I think that's everything for today, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one.